All right. So I'm trying out my kit lens, which is a 28 to 70 millimeter lens, to see if this is going to be adequate for this kind of stuff here, because I have an opportunity for my really nice Sigma lens, which is a 24 to 70, that I'm going to actually trade it plus a couple of bucks to get a Sony 200 to 600 lens. And it's a big ass lens, but I kind of think it might be fun to have a lens that big. So it's a tough call, because that Sigma lens is like a really good lens. That's like a good overall lens for a bit of everything. But my Sony lens is sitting here doing nothing, and it kind of covers that range pretty well. And I have another Tamron lens that's 100 to 300. No, sorry, it's 70 to 300. And I'm always feeling like I want to get closer to whatever I'm taking a picture of. You know what I mean? Whether it be the moon or something, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to get the I just want a good fucking zoom lens. So that's kind of why I'm making this video, to see when I look back at the other video I did earlier, if this looks as good as the last stream that I did. You know, is there really a big difference between this and my other lens? Because to me, this is looking pretty sharp. Like I'm now, the only thing I do see, I think I would need to adjust my f-stop down a bit, because these players back here don't look like they're completely in focus. So don't know if that's going to make a difference, because I cranked the ISO up and I'm at like a f13 or something. In the back here, like it still looks a little. Let me put the 12-inch skin thing here, seeing how sharp that looks back there. Seeing how sharp it looks up close. We put it back here. Such a tough call. Such a tough call to decide. Do I get rid of this Sigma lens? The Sigma lens is a really good lens. The Sony lens seems pretty adequate. Um, and that's the advantage too. If I get this telephoto lens, it's also a Sony with a Sony body, so stabilization, there's like some things that just work better between Sonys. This thing's such a nice lens though, man. I don't know. and it's going to cost me $200 extra. But here's the deal. I paid $16.50 for this one, which means I pay an extra $200. I'm at $18.50 used. These lenses are going for about $2,000, so I'm still ahead of the game a little bit. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Tough call, man. Super tough call. So T-Buck, the reason I'm doing this whole video, by the way, buddy, is I'm just fucking around. But I switched the lenses. So you were on earlier, T-Buck. You saw the Sigma lens in my streams. This is my Sony kit lens. Do you really notice any difference? Because as I'm looking at it myself, I don't really see anything drastic. You know what I mean? Like for this purposes, it feels like this lens here is just as good. Like it's kind of funny with lenses, right? They say the lower the f-stop, right? Like you get these 1.8s, for instance, it's good for lit and in low light, but you got the bokeh, you know what I mean? Like you got the separation. But for this kind of stuff, I don't think that really matters. I don't really need to have, I don't really want to be my background blurred up because I want this to be in focus and I want this to be in focus. You know what I mean? So it doesn't seem to matter to have all that separation for this kind of style video. And having the opportunity to get myself a nice telephoto lens for my own uses to, like, you know, just take pictures of shit and be able to zoom in on it. Like that seems like that would be something cool. I don't know. I've always had this fascination with wanting to take like really good high-end pictures of the moon. And the lenses I have right now, they don't really cut it. Now, it's a shame. If I knew I was going to get this good telephoto lens, I have another lens that's a 100 to 300, and that's not good enough. So who knows what I'm going to do here. I'm going to end the stream. I just want to visually take a quick look at it and look at my old stream and compare it. That's all. So I'll see you guys tomorrow anyways, if you're around. You're saying I'm up against my ambient lights. Um, there is no preview, dude. Euro Nation, as much as people might think I have some shit before it comes out, I'm not giving anything. You know, it took years, I mean years before Alpha Theta was cool with me in order to let me borrow a an Omnis Duo with the Wave 8 speaker like a year after it came out. So they're not giving me nothing, man. Oh no, and I understand I'm taking that into consideration, but that's the whole point. I want these lights in the background. I'm not expecting me to be super bright because I have hardly any lights on in here. So I'm expecting it to look like this, you know what I mean? So I think considering you're right. The fact I have lights on and everything, it's the picture's pretty fucking good. It's good enough, you know what I mean? Are 12-inch skins worth it? Euro Nation, yes, man. Like I couldn't live without my fucking skins. And I like 12-inch skins because, you know, I'm buddies with these guys and they like, you know, they really help me out around here. Um and I was always afraid to buy a skin because I was afraid I was going to spend the money and what if I fucked it up? But, you know, I haven't fucked up any skins here. Like they've all gone on pretty smooth. So, yeah, man. 12-inch skins all day long. Like I'm pretty sure there's such a cool company that if for some reason you bought a skin and somehow you fucked it up and you contacted them, they probably, now don't take my word on this. I'm just likely they would probably just fucking send you another one because they're cool guys. Euro Nation. Your concern is if you take them off, will it peel the paint? That's a great one, dude, because just recently I put a video up with my 12-inch skin because I borrowed the you know what I mean? Like they loaned me this Omnis Duo that you can't really see that good in the dark. But I had the skin on it and I peeled the skin off. I didn't heat it up or do any prep work. I just peeled it off and it didn't peel nothing off of this. So I guess it's okay. So yeah, I would say I wouldn't there was no glue residue. Like I mean, it peeled off easy as fuck. It wasn't like a struggle. So I wouldn't be concerned. I think you'd be fine. But like I said, I've only taken one skin off. I know other people have taken skins off other pieces of equipment. Nobody has reported to me that their skin fucked up. I shouldn't say that. My one friend had a skin from DJ Skins, that German company, and he had it on a 900 Nexus 2 mixer, I think it was. And they get really hot, right? And he peeled that thing off, and it did pull some of the shit off a 900 Nexus 2. But that wasn't 12-inch skins. That was another company. So maybe their glue's a bit more fucked up. I don't know. So yeah, I think you're cool. I think you'd be fine with 12-inch skins. I've had no issues. Okay, friends, it's 11:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a little past my bedtime here. We're getting close to it anyways. I gotta let this guy know if I'm gonna do this trade on the lens tomorrow. So hey, so I guess as far as you guys can see, this lens, the kit lens versus the $1,600 Sigma lens, no big difference here, right? We're talking about the same shit. You know what? Just for shits and giggles, while you're sitting here, if you hold on 2 seconds, I'm gonna remove this lens, and then I gotta like reset the camera and just show you in real time the difference between these lenses. You probably won't even notice. Okay, so I switched the lenses over. Yeah, and you know what? So this one definitely has more light. But hold on, I gotta adjust the aperture here. So that's pretty much how I got the aperture adjusted to be where the other one was, because I have this on automatic aperture, right? So here, now that we're looking at it, do you think this lens looks that much better? Like, am I making a mistake by getting rid of this thing? Because hard for me to tell, to be honest. I said, if you're here, T-Buck's about the only one that's really talking at the moment. So I guess you're right. Depends what you want. Like, what it comes right down to, T-Buck, is for this purposes here, I don't know if this is that much better that the average viewer is going to really give a shit, right? And for me personally, this lens here to take out and about, it takes a nice picture. And Euro Nation, I do the vertical thing for a reason, because I get higher views. So yeah, it's the difference in the lenses. It's not like night and fucking day, really. They look about the same, I would say. If I get rid of this particular lens, this is the $1,600 lens. The other one was a kit lens that I initially had on, and then I just switched. And I get to spend a couple of bucks. I'm going to get like a 600 millimeter telephoto lens that I can like literally zoom in and take fucking cool pictures of the moon, the CN Tower here in Toronto, do some, just maybe some cooler photography that might be more interesting and fun for me. That's about the reason. So yeah, I'm going to have to just watch it and see for myself when I play it back what the deal is. Cuz yeah, like the lens on this is like, you know, fucking huge compared to the other one. Yeah, fucking tough call. Such a tough call. Well, thanks for sticking around for the little test here. I'm going to watch it back and make my decision. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, let you know what I did.